Alcohol consumption, while socially normalized in many cultures, has a wide-reaching and deeply negative impact on skin health. Its effects are both immediate and cumulative, making it a deceptively harmful factor in skin aging and overall appearance. While one drink may not leave a visible mark, regular or excessive alcohol intake systematically disrupts the skin's ability to retain moisture, fight inflammation, and regenerate itself. The result is a complexion that becomes increasingly dry, dull, inflamed, and prematurely aged. One of the most direct effects of alcohol on the skin is dehydration. Alcohol is a diuretic, meaning it increases urine production and leads the body to expel water and essential electrolytes at a much faster rate than normal. This loss of hydration impacts every organ, but the skin, being the body's outermost and most water-dependent barrier, often shows the earliest signs. After a night of drinking, skin can appear noticeably dull, tight, flaky, and less supple. This dry, brittle texture not only makes fine lines more visible, but also compromises the skin's natural protective barrier, making it more vulnerable to external irritants and pollutants. Beyond the immediate dehydration, alcohol disrupts the production of vasopressin, a hormone that helps the body retain water. With reduced vasopressin levels, the skin is chronically underhydrated if drinking becomes a habit. Over time, this leads to long-term textural changes. The skin begins to lose its plumpness and elasticity, and instead of glowing with health, it takes on a flat, lifeless appearance. No amount of external moisturizing can compensate for this internal water loss, which undermines even the best skincare routines. Alcohol also impairs nutrient absorption in the gut, particularly of vitamins and minerals essential for skin health, such as vitamins A, C, E, zinc, and B-complex vitamins. These nutrients play crucial roles in collagen production, antioxidant protection, and cellular turnover. Without them, the skin becomes less resilient, more prone to damage, and slower to repair itself. Over time, this deficiency contributes to thinning skin, uneven texture, and exaggerated signs of aging. Inflammation is another serious consequence of alcohol consumption. Alcohol triggers systemic inflammation, which often shows up in the skin as redness, puffiness, and flare-ups of conditions like acne, rosacea, and eczema. In people prone to these issues, alcohol can become a significant aggravating factor, leading to more frequent and severe breakouts. Redness, particularly across the cheeks and nose, may initially seem temporary, but can become persistent with repeated exposure, especially with drinks high in sugar or histamines like wine and cocktails. In long-term heavy drinkers, this can result in a condition known as telangiectasia, permanent dilation of the blood vessels in the skin, leaving behind a flushed, blotchy, or broken capillary appearance that is difficult to reverse. Moreover, alcohol impairs liver function over time, which directly impacts the skin's clarity. The liver is responsible for detoxifying the body, including filtering out the very toxins introduced by alcohol. When the liver becomes overburdened, it can no longer effectively eliminate waste, leading to toxin buildup that often manifests in the skin as breakouts, discoloration, and a generally fatigued appearance. The once vibrant complexion turns uneven and blotchy, and under-eye circles or puffiness become more pronounced. Sleep disruption caused by alcohol compounds the problem. While alcohol might induce drowsiness, it disrupts the quality of sleep by interfering with REM cycles. Poor quality sleep affects skin regeneration, collagen synthesis, and the release of growth hormones that repair and renew skin overnight. Over time, this leads to dark circles, increased fine lines, and a general loss of skin vitality. What appears to be a harmless nightcap becomes a pattern of compromised sleep and accelerated aging. Chronic alcohol use can also alter hormone levels, particularly those related to stress and inflammation, such as cortisol. Elevated cortisol leads to increased oil production in some individuals, contributing to clogged pores and acne. In others, especially those with dry or mature skin, it leads to further thinning and breakdown of the skin barrier. Additionally, excessive drinking can impair wound healing, making the skin more vulnerable to scarring and slower to recover from any injury, breakout, or cosmetic treatment. Even moderate alcohol consumption can be problematic over time if it becomes a consistent part of one's routine. Social drinking may seem harmless, but if it occurs multiple times a week, the skin rarely gets a break to fully recover. The damage compounds slowly, and it often takes years before the full toll becomes evident. At that point, many of the structural changes in the skin, such as deep wrinkles, laxity, or visible capillaries, are not easily corrected, even with professional treatments. Ultimately, alcohol speeds up nearly every mechanism of skin aging while weakening the body's ability to respond and repair. The false glow many associate with alcohol-induced flushing is in reality a sign of vascular stress, not radiance. True skin health comes from within, and regular alcohol consumption undermines that from the inside out. It depletes hydration, nutrients, and sleep, all critical to maintaining youthful, healthy skin.